again. Hi everyone. Welcome again, guys, to my YouTube channel. As you know, this is my third video, yes, and I am so excited. And I just want to say thank you and appreciate those of you who have been with me from the first video and the second, and this is the third. Thank you so much. And for those who joined on the second, if you've not watched my first video, please go back and watch it. So for for today, I promised last week that I was going to do something light. I didn't want to do any of the, all those hard yeah. So as you know, this is a space where we get to share our life experiences, get to talk, and you can be anybody you want to be in my space. This is our space together. So once again, you're welcome. So on this week video, I'll be sharing with you some of my life experiences in Finland, how it was for me when I came into Finland as a newbie, AJC. Yeah, so how I was able to catch up with some things, and some of the things I found out about Finnish people. They're a bit different from where I come from in Nigeria, so these things were alien to me at the beginning, but I guess now I'm kind of a bit used to it. So, and there are still some which I am still not used to, so I would like to share some of these things with you, and yeah, follow me on this. Enjoy the video. So yeah, the first thing I would like to talk about, when I got to Finland, I got lost. My first day in Finland, and guys, you can't believe it, I actually got lost. So this was what happened, right? I came in, and okay, this is what they do. The university where I study actually allocates what we call tutors. These are like student guides for new students coming in, so that they get to teach you about the university. They get to answer some of your questions that you have, and the rest, and they get to guide you when you come as a newbie before you get your feet. So when I came in, my tutor came to meet me at the bus station, and she was meant to carry me to take me to the place where I'm supposed to stay with someone. So I was going to stay with someone and pay for the days I was going to stay before my rent starts. So for those few days I was supposed to stay with the person. Of course, I didn't know the place, and also she offered to come and pick me up, even though the person I wanted to stay with said she was going to come and pick me up. So when she came, we were like, okay, what bus are we going to enter and the rest? So she said we were going to enter bus 6A. 6. Yes, so the person that was staying with told us to enter bus 6A, but I guess the bus came and blah blah blah. Somehow I ended up in bus 6 instead of 6A. My dear people, that was how I was going until I saw myself outside Turku. I was going to the outskirts, and then from there I was like, it's be like this place where I did not be the place. So I had to reach out to the lady that I was staying with, and she was like, where? And then I sent her my location, and she told me that it's going to take her like 1 hour 30 minutes for her to get to my place. Like a whole 1 hour 30 minutes, and man, it was cold, my dear. That was how I sat down there till like 1 hour 30 minutes. I was even getting dark, and she finally came and met me. Oh boy, it was not funny that day. Before I got home, I entered Truku around 4. Before I got home, it was like 9 o'clock. So my first day, it was not funny. It was not funny. Like getting lost on the first day is not a funny thing. But at the end, I got to understand. Like when it comes to their transportation system here in Finland, what they usually do is they make use of buses a lot. You see people, they trek a lot. Yeah, they walk. Trekking is like suffering. Yeah, so they walk a lot, and they also make use of like bicycle, they cycle. Yeah, so You see people, yes, people drive private cars and the rest, but yeah, most of the population actually just goes through the bus. Yeah, so that's it. It's not funny. It's not funny. So uh one thing I noticed about Finnish people getting here is that I noticed that Finnish people are quite very nice. Yes, they are nice, and they always want to help. When you ask, they would help. Yes, so that's one good thing about them. And I also noticed that their Finnish people are kind of like they give. Yes, they are very generous set of people. Like you see a lot of people doing giveaway. Like it's not normal in my country, yeah. But here, in Finland, even the poorest person does giveaway. uh, you see like little things like they give. It's possible that maybe I cooked spaghetti now and the spaghetti is too much for me to eat and I cannot finish it. I can go online and be like, I have spaghetti that I cooked too. Please, does somebody have, does somebody want it? And you see people will come like and say, I want the spaghetti, like little things like that. So that's one good thing I like about these people. Like they want to give. They give people. So it's it's excellent. It's a wonderful thing. Another thing also, I sorry guys, I had to just jot it down so that I don't get to forget the main things I want to talk about. So this one, they like to mind their business. Yes, Finnish people like to mind their business a lot. So coming here, I found out that like you can stay with your neighbor and the neighbor, you and the neighbor, you have not talked for like 1 month. Like they like to be in their space. Everybody minding their own business. Like I'm living my life, you're living your life. You know. So because of that, sometimes it may come up as if they are rude or they don't care, but it's not really like that. Like it's just their kind of person. Like you know when you smile to like a Finnish person, you know how Nigerians are coming out, we're like hello, hi, like we're smiling with people and the rest. You don't do that here. If you smile too much, they will suspect you. They say this person is a lunatic. So you become a suspect, like, oh, is he crazy? Or they will just like, it's weird. You can't just be smiling anyhow. So it's that's one thing I've learned. It's different. It's a different culture, and I've learned to respect that. I've learned in Finland, if someone doesn't ask you for help, you don't render it. So that's just it. Also, yeah, this thing, they are very brutally honest. Yeah, like a Finn will say what he means and mean what he says. How do I explain it? Okay, let me give you an example now. Like you have a meeting and you make a presentation, like in Nigeria we'll be like, oh, even if the presentation was boring, we'll just be like, oh, the presentation was nice, like, oh, keep it up. People just try to just encourage you. They feel like if they tell you this, they're encouraging you, and the rest, they're not bringing you down. Here, they will tell you, sorry, we did not enjoy the presentation. Like they tell you straight away for you to just know, like no hiding, no beating around the bush, going here and there. Like they are very brutal and honest. So it's something I admire. I'm a blunt person naturally, so when I see such, I appreciate it. Yeah. So another thing also is that when you come down from the bus, you have to say like thank you, Kiitos, like Kiitos. Everybody says it. You have to tell the bus driver thank you for taking it. It's a good thing, like it shows respect and appreciation, so it's good. And one thing I love this is the best. You know that in Finland, like our bottles like have caps that are attached to them so that you don't throw them away. Yeah. It's good, right? Like you don't get to misplace them. You get to see your bottles every day. The caps on the bottles, like it's not something you get missing. And like you have different bins, different like waste bins where you get to throw these things, right? You understand? Yeah. So yes, you have like different waste bins where these things are thrown, and You have the plastic, you have the cans, you have like different things. You have even the bio waste, and if you don't even know where to throw it, like they have somewhere for you. Yes, so you just throw it maybe in the general waste. So yeah, it's a good thing, like they get to separate this waste, and you can also recycle your pet bottles, your cans and all. You get to, like, you get back your money, some part of your money that you're not that you spend. So I think like a pet like 50 cl is like 15 euro or so, sorry, not euro, cents, 15 cents. Yes, so by the time you gather, you can get some little money. So it's a good thing that they like. Another thing that I like and I find interesting about them is that their hellos and their goodbyes are the same. Yes, mostly the same. So if you say hello to somebody, like in English, of course we say hello, we say goodbye, but in Finnish, like, it's the same. If you meet someone, you say hey or hey or moi, or the same thing when the person is going is hey or moi. You get? So it just depends on the circumstance, what you are using it for. But if not, like, you use it for, it's something that you do. So that's something I find very interesting, because of course you don't need to crack your head again thinking about how to say it's just the same thing, my dear. Hey moi moi hepa, like they just say these things. And yeah, so another thing also that I find quite interesting is the fact that, how do you know a Finnish person can invite you for a coffee, and for 20 minutes in that coffee he's not going to say a, like Jack, he's not going to say, he's going to be quiet. In Nigeria it's weird, right? We're going to find it weird and or rude. Like, how would somebody invite me for something and then the person is going to in fact you're going to think like maybe the person doesn't want you to eat. But here it's normal, like it's a Finnish thing, it's part of their culture, they do that a lot. So they can just invite you for tea or for coffee, and then the person keeps quiet, and you don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel bad, it's their thing. All you have to do is just take it in good faith. Yeah. But to be honest, I don't think I'll get used to that, but I respect that. Even if they invite me, I don't feel bad when they do it, because I respect it and I understand where they're coming from. You just have to sit sometimes and just enjoy the tea without talking. Yeah, so it's a Finnish thing. So another thing also, I love this so much. Do you know, guys, that when their children are graduating from high school, like they do this sort of like parade, where the children, they enter trucks, cars, like they have these bags of candies, and they just like throw candies around. Like,
yeah, they're just throwing candies, and you see them like in their attires, like they're all dressed in a very colorful attire. They do these things like they're just sharing candies all around. They're in vehicles and they're like sharing, like you just see people in their colorful attires. It's not uniform. They don't like wear uniform. So yes, I will do a video to tell you more about that. Wearing uniform in Finland is like, it's illegal. Yeah, it's not their thing. So yeah, that's what they do. So they just share these candies, like they're just sharing candies. It's amazing. It's a good thing. I love that. Like, if you don't pack candy, you don't pack one bucket. I'm not exaggerating. Pack at all. You are not packing. It's like half bucket of candy. So it's an exciting time. So that brings me to another Finnish thing that I find interesting. You see their student culture at the university. They have this students thing where the students like wear an overall, and they have this like patches where they sew on their clothes. So these patches now, like they are earned. Like they earn them, they actually earn them. So it could be through exercises, through some games, sometimes they purchase these things up to like 100 euros. So it's a student pride thing. So you see the students sew it on their on their overalls. And the more patches you have, like the more you are celebrated. So it's it's something I find interesting. It's weird, but it's interesting. It even brings you to the Finnish day, like sewing day, the patches. They call it patch sewing days, where they even invite you to come and learn how to sew patches. Not my thing, but I find it interesting. So also, I have to talk about what do they call it? Stone painting. Yes, I almost forgot that. They have what they call stone painting, where you learn how to paint stones. As little as stones, right? So these stones that we have, right? They have like little like stones where you have to pick stones. Then you sit down together with like a group of people and you paint these stones. So painting these stones, you use these stones like to decorate round, you just live like round the country. So I know it's weird though. It's weird, like somebody who is not like Finnish, like in Nigeria, like me. At the beginning I found it weird, but for the fact that I like art and I like painting, I participated in it, and it was interesting because I got to paint, and it's a relaxing atmosphere, So, but it's a Finnish thing. So, and unfinished things, there's what they call the saunas, right? The saunas are like a place where you get to, put some coals, into and some water, and the thing just rises like some vapor, some hot vapor, moisture, like all over your body. Like it has some health reasons that they do that, which I can't talk about in this video because I don't want the video to be too long, obviously. But I will talk about it another time. So they do this thing, and it's funny that since I came here, I've not had one sauna. But this is something that they do, right? And during these saunas, you only attend to it naked. So you are meant to be naked during the saunas. And if you can't be naked, the only thing that they can do for you is to wear a swimsuit. That's the best they can do for you. So also in Finland, you find that they have nude beaches. Yeah, because they celebrate their nudity here. Like where you are seen, like nudity is seen as part of who you are. It's not seen as something that is shameful. So it's based on this, it's interesting to actually see that despite the nudity act and all, that Finland is among the countries that have very low prevalence of like sexual abuse, because in some countries, like you would expect, like in a country where there is nudity, like there should be a lot of sexual harassment, rapes and all these things, but it's very low here. So I don't know, maybe it has to do with their mentality and how they are brought up, and maybe they just see it as a normal thing, but they respect women a lot here. So it's something that everybody can learn from. I'm not saying that it's good for you to be naked or to be, but I'm saying like it's something that comes from the mentality, like from your mind. So it's good. So and on that, it's good that I have to tell you this, that Finland is actually the safest country I've ever been to or I've ever heard about. And I'm not just saying this because even other people have said it, like not just me as a Nigerian, but even other people from other countries have said it. Like someone has told me that he has lived in Finland for like 20 or is it 25 years, and he has never heard the police shoot at anybody. It's that safe. Or he has never even heard like police dragging with somebody or something. The only time you see police going to arrest people is because people are drinking. Finnish people like drinking. They like beer a lot. So that's the only thing. But apart from that, nothing. Like another person told me that in the 80s, the Finnish people would leave their homes open, like completely open for strangers, like people coming from another place, a stranger coming from another place to come and have access to their house. Like when they are traveling, they leave their homes open. And you can just come as a stranger, get into the house, eat, feed yourself, rest, and you go, and nobody robs them. Nobody robs them. So it's that safe. You can leave your home 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the night, and you're sure, go through the woods, go through anywhere, that you're going to be fine. Nobody's going to harass you or, you know, do something to you. So it's something that's very commendable. I find it very commendable that even me on my part, like sometimes I just leave my house and go somewhere, and I come back without any fear that anybody's going to take something from my house. So it's good. It's a good thing. It's a crazy good thing. Yes. So yeah, it's a Finnish thing too. Another thing that I need to tell you about is the weather here. The weather here no be being so. My people, it gets very cold. It gets very, very cold. I mean it. That's why I use that very cold. It gets as cold as minus 20 degrees to like minus 30 degrees, 30 something degrees here, yes, in Finland. So when I came when it was quite warm, you know. Now we're in the autumn, we're about to enter the winter, where it's really going to get very cold. Even though it's been raining and it's been cold, I think the least it has gotten here is like minus 1 degree. Yes, that's the least it has gotten. But we are getting to that point where, you know, we're entering the winter proper. Please don't mind my baby. My baby, she wants to scatter everything. So yeah, so during this winter now, which I'm looking forward to, though they have told me not to be excited because it's gonna get dark. Yes, in Finland it gets dark for like, gets to this point where it's dark for like 20 hours in a day, and then it's only bright for like 4 hours. And the fact that it's bright does not mean that it is the sun. No. You will not see the sun for those times. It only gets bright for that 4 hours. And yes, it also happens the other way around, where it's bright for 20 hours and dark for only 4 hours. And you see people using a lot of like blackout curtains and because obviously they can't sleep. Maybe their mind is telling them it's daytime. Yeah, so but the winter time that we're entering into, it's gonna be so dark, no sun, and this is what they do here. Now they take the supplement, vitamin D supplement. It helps them. Now when I came, I was like, oh, I beg, forget Joe. I be Nigerian in me use vitamin D supplement. My dear, they told me, madam, use vitamin D. They said it gets to this point where it becomes very, like, you start getting moody, you start getting like sad and depressed, and you don't know where it's coming from. But you don't know that it's that vitamin D that you're getting from the sun that you're no longer getting. So what they do is they take this vitamin D to help them. Yeah. So you see this sun that we are looking at somehow, we are thinking that, oh, this sun is not important in Africa. We come and say, the sun is disturbing here. It's very important. That's when you know why sun is important. Like it actually has a lot of importance. So yeah, that is the thing about the weather. It's going to come to that point where, you know, as workers, when you have to get to work, you have to get to lecture, it's dark, at the same time it's windy, at the same time it's snowy, at the same time it's raining, like all this in one. So imagine getting to that. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And you know, because it's dark, you have to like take a lot of coffee so that you'll be up. If not, it feels like you just want to sleep all day. So the time, I'm excited to see it. I said I'm going to get tired, but I don't think I'll get tired. But you know, let's see. That's something that's interesting. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. And it's crazy that I recorded these videos 4 times, and this is like the 5th time. And I hope, and if you notice along the way, the audio kind of like changed. It's a bit low because I noticed like my microphone was having some issues, so I kept on recording and I was having no audio. At the beginning to show me audio, then at the end I will see that the video has no audio. So I've recorded this video 4 good times. Yeah, so please pardon me. I'll get everything fixed. So thank you if you've been with me throughout till the end of this video. Here we are. Thank you so much for being a part of it. God bless you. If you know you've not watched my past video, please go back and watch it. And always remember to subscribe. Please subscribe. But I'm serious, guys. Please subscribe. It is free of charge. I'm not charging you anything. And I also like your likes, so please like. And if there's anything that we discussed here that it struck your mind, or you've experienced before, or you find interesting, please comment below. Let me know in the comment box. I would like to hear from you. Let it not be like it's only me that is talking. Please let us hear from you. So once again, thank you for the love, thank you for the care and support that you've been showing me this since when I started releasing my videos. I really appreciate it. I wish you guys a very lovely week ahead. May your week be productive, and may you be able to achieve everything that you have set for yourselves this week. So thank you, lovelies. Once again, like, comment and subscribe to Life with Rachel. Thank you so much. Have a lovely week. Bye. Mama, tell them bye-bye. Bye. Mwah.